All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take a look at ZEBEC once again. It's just yesterday I was making this video asking folks like, is it time to sell ZEBEC? And obviously my conclusion there was that no, it's not going to be time to sell ZEBEC because yeah, it hadn't been moving for like 2 weeks straight. But what was happening right there, I was explaining that the dynamics is that ZEBEC had actually led the market too far, that the rest of the market was actually trying to catch up to ZEBEC. And today we had fantastic news that ZEBEC Network had actually partnered with Algorand, meaning an integration between the two networks, which is really, really amazing because Algorand, when it comes to payments, it is also a guru. So I definitely think that the ZEBEC team is making the right moves with this, ecosystem, and it's looking safe for now. Obviously, whenever the price goes down, everybody is screaming that this thing is a scam. But obviously, when the price moves like today with a 30%, everybody is like, okay, this is the best invention ever since, sliced bread and whatever the case may be. So I was posting this one, I think this is maybe like 5 days ago, but you see, nobody wants to touch ZEBEC right now. But 2 weeks later, everybody's going to be asking, is it too late to buy the price? And I think right now ZEBEC is moving ahead of schedule. Obviously, we have got some things that we consider time and again here. And one of the things that we talk about is this Elliott wave count, right? It's very simple, but of course, pretty much handy time and again. So we'll refer to that one more time. But still, we are forming this fifth wave. And I believe that this thing is going to be taking the price at least to a minimum of 1.4 cents. Obviously this is not the end for ZEBEC, but it's one of those price targets that I have also to say that, look, that will be my first 10x here on ZEBEC, and it's also just a good practice to be taking a little bit of profits by them. So that's the strategy, and I think that we're going to be going higher. I will look at the chart obviously to try and see, okay, how high can we really go with ZEBEC? But for now, I'm targeting 1.5 cents with this next huge move that we are going to be seeing in the coming few weeks and probably days, right? So one other thing that we have been referring to time and again it's really, really simple, is the RSI on the price. And what we have said time and again is that, look, when ZEBEC is really coming out of its support levels like this, it has in the past stalled right around the 50 mark, and this time was no different. It also stalled right here. But when it starts, making these stretches, as you can see what it's doing at the moment, just like it was doing here or maybe here, these are the moments when really the price is going to be pumping very hard, and this time also was no big difference. So we have entered the territory in which the price can do really something crazy. I usually call these moments like magic moments, and I'm expecting one definitely here for ZEBEC. Now that may not be enough, obviously. Like, do we have enough things on the chart to say that, okay, this is something that is very much bullish? Of course, yes, we do have something like that. Let me quickly show you. Yeah, if we go maybe to a lower time frame like the 4 hourly, we're going to be seeing a very common chart that we have been seeing time and again with altcoins, which is if a chart has bottomed out, which I want to believe right now at this point that ZEBEC has totally, bottomed out, and we're not going to be seeing lower prices like this one here. If you have been a follower for quite some time, I think you heard me saying that if we are lucky, we would get something like 0.0028 here for ZEBEC, and we got slightly lower than that, which was 0.0027. So that's great. I mean, the record here on ZEBEC for this channel specifically has been great. I want to just appreciate that for a second, appreciate myself, and obviously the dedication and the time that I put on this ZEBEC chart. It's one that has been a little bit easier for me to understand, so that's great. So what I was talking about here with the bottoming structure is that we are seeing this inverse head and shoulders pattern. You can see that there are two shoulders right there, and then of course this is the head. So what ZEBEC has done up until this point is try to get back at least to the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. I mean, you could also try to say this inverse head and shoulders pattern is a little bit slanted like this, and it has already been broken, meaning that here your price target obviously is from the neckline right there, and you'll be anticipating a price target of right around, I would say, 0.0067. But again, this really doesn't make any sense for me, because looking at that Elliott wave count, once again, we're looking for price targets which are higher than this high right there. We're looking at 1.4 cents as the main price target. So all this, obviously, yes, it's great to see, it's great to analyze, but it's just adding to the main thesis that, look, that fifth wave is going to be taking us way higher than the high that we had back in May. And yeah, of course, we'll be waiting. My fingers are definitely crossed for that. But of course, it's always encouraging to see also the price action giving you that, extra assurance. And also, if you take a look at the RSI, the kind of things that we've been anticipating here on the daily time frame, at least, are actually panning out very much nice and easy. So yeah, I'm looking at this ZEBEC chart over the next few days. Yes, there are going to be stops every now and then. I mean, it's not like it's going to be just a straight line towards the upside. Of course, ZEBEC can do that also. It has done crazy things in the past, but it's also okay to anticipate a break, some kind of back test here, and then of course you head out. But eventually, one way or the other, what we are basically anticipating here is for the price to keep pushing towards the upside. So two things to take away from this is that the RSI has gotten into that crazy zone that we always talk about. That look, the moment that the RSI on ZEBEC is clearing this 50 range, it has always been a great time. And of course, we've got a great structure to that. And then of course, we also have got the Elliott wave count, which I think you can already see very much clearly that here we are looking at wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and of course the fifth wave that goes higher than that. So I think we are looking safe right there. Now before I go, let me actually invite you to Wix, which is the exchange that I'm using at the moment. Fantastic. And you have got a 20% deposit bonus, which you can have up to 400 USDT dollars as a bonus right there. Then of course they have up to 30,000 USDT welcome bonuses right there. This is probably one of the best. Again, no KYC needed, just your email and your phone number, you're good to go. And they also have got another fantastic feature right there, which is copy trading, where you can also just go ahead and take a look at my trades. If you like my win rate, you can just copy. So automatically whatever I'm going to be doing, you also do with zero effort, right? You probably wake up the next morning, you see I've traded something, and you have automatically copied my trades and you're in a profit. Or of course, sometimes you're going to be in a loss, but I think that the general trend is that we are in a profit. I was looking at my win rate the other time, and I was right above like 75%. So I think I'm doing a great job. But once again, if you're interested in this a 20% deposit bonus and also up to 30,000 USDT welcome bonuses, feel free to check the link that is in the description for both the registration as well as the copy trading link. I've put both of them right there. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family. If you also don't want to miss any ZEBEC update, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and I will see you on the next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.